Hey there everybody, so in this video we're going to be taking a quick look at a couple cases from Poetic. It's their Affinity series, and we got them in their two different color offerings here, or at least a couple of them. They tend to make this Affinity case for most phones that are out there. We've got it for the HTC Bolt here. I've got the one with obviously the black accents and the pure clear case. I couldn't really decide which two I would like on this particular Bolt where it has that white face, so I just picked them up. I picked up both of them so we can take a look, and maybe you're deciding on the two color options as well. Maybe not for the Bolt, but maybe for some other phones. So we can take a quick look at them here. Hopefully it helps you decide which one may look better on a aluminum back case here. I'm currently using it on my OnePlus 3T. It adds some of that character there, so I thought I'd pick it up for the Bolt as well because I needed a case. There are not many cases out for the Bolt, and this is definitely one of the more popular ones out there. So let's start with the clear one here. Nothing to rip, which I like from them. Really easy packaging here. You get a 10% off coupon if you purchase from them. Thanks for your purchase. There comes wrapped in plastic here, so hopefully no scratching on the cases. Pull it off, and there it is. So here, this is the clear one. It's still got those pattern on that lined pattern on the back, except it's obviously going to be more of an ice type of a clear look to it. But they tend to have this grip pattern on the sides as well. Cutouts for all your volume, power button, cutouts on the bottom, nothing on the top, no ports at the top here, and of course a camera there. So let's bring in the Bolt. Let's slide it in, and there you go. So it's a very rigid, fairly rigid case. It's a hard back case, if you can hear that. So it protects your phone fairly well while still maintaining a thin profile, which is what I like. I don't like really big and bulky cases. I just like something to give me a little bit of grip protection. In this instance, I like these aluminum back phones. I want to show off that design. This patterning here gives it a little bit of character. If you don't want so much of a design on the back, this white or / clear option might be better for you. It's just a little bit more subtle. Definitely feels good on the sides. The side trim here is a little more clear, a little more ice white, so it blends in a little bit better, I thought, with the white face, which is why this is the one that I want to go with in the beginning. I usually get that black pattern for my phones, but I think this being a white front face with a silver aluminum back, I thought this white version of the case might look a little bit better. So that's what it looks like against the white face. There's a patterning on the back, cutout for the camera. It gives that camera lens some protection, is raised just enough. Same on the front. It's got that raised lip there. That's just enough if you want to put it face down. It's also grippy, so it won't slide around very much. The ports on the bottom are all cut out just fine. Power button seems to be not a problem. Volume buttons, yep, very tactile, you can hear them. Easy to operate, no problem there. So that's the white version. We'll go ahead and bring in the black one here. So same cards, same style of packaging. You've got this nice plastic covering it up, protected from scratching out of the box. Take that off there. And so here's that black. Exactly the same, it's just got that black pattern. Take this one off. And as you can see, like I was saying before, it's a fairly rigid case. It's not a flimsy TPU style. Hardback, a little bit more structure to it, not as bendy, so fairly stable case. Let's go and pop this in, and that's what it looks like with the black borders and lining there. So this is why I didn't really want this for a white faced phone. I still think it looks pretty good. I am leaning towards the other one. It blends in a little bit better, but if you like something that stands out, pops a little bit, gives it a little bit of framing, you might like this one. So this is what it looks like here on a white face front phone. You still got that pattern texture on the sides. There's what it looks like on the back design. Poetic branding, I'm still not a fan of that. They slapped that Poetic logo right in the middle, so it tends to interfere with some of the branding on some of these other phones. Would have been nice if they just kept it at the bottom, or just got rid of it, since they have some Poetic branding there at the bottom, if you can see that. But all in all, it's a nice case. It's unique. It has this kind of a patterning to the back, adds a little bit of character to your phone. The other thing I want to point out real quick is that on the edges, on the corners, it's padded here, if you can see. So on the front, you can kind of see it from here. You can definitely see it from here. So it adds that little bit of extra drop protection in case it just so happens to hit right in the corner, which tends to shatter your screen. It gives you a little bit more protection, helps you out a little bit more, and absorbs some of that shock. So all in all, for the well-designed case, gives it a little bit extra character while still being clear, and you can still see through if that's what you want. You don't want to obscure your phone. You want to show off the design of it while adding a little bit of character. That's what this case does without adding a whole lot of bulk, and it gives you some of that grip protection and feel here. So if that's the kind of case you're into, this is a very nice case. It's a fairly inexpensive one too, so it won't break the bank. You know, I think it's about a $10 case. So that's a real quick look at the Poetic Affinity series case for the HTC Bolt or HTC 10 Evo, depending on where you live. If you got any questions, drop them in the comments. And as always, thanks for watching.